Yes, and Christina, bump that out again.
It's at, it's actually, I always get this wrong. It's 421 West Redlands Boulevard. And it's right there on Redlands Boulevard, like diagonally across from the Foamy Car Wash. And the phone number there is 909-335-2505. I know that they're getting everybody pretty for the new year, but you can call in and see if you can get a last-minute appointment to get beautiful for tomorrow. I'm over here visiting my family, having a progressive dinner, and they're busy. I'm in the kitchen with them, watching them cook away. Just a feast for probably an army here with, homemade enchiladas and homemade interesting bean soup. I'll have to get the recipe for you and Diane. And, salsa and what else you guys got going? Tamales and they're expecting quite a crowd, 40, 50, 60 people, I don't know. So
Holy
I came to kind of celebrate with them.
And how exciting you took the time to call in. Oh, that means a lot to me, my darling.
I had to wish Happy New Year to all the KCAA listeners, to you, Diane. Hey, and my family is busy cooking. They're expecting people in an hour, but they'll give you a shout-out, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Yes. And Christina?
Anyway, I'll be...
Hello?
Last week, I was better, and then today I'm over here in Arizona. But next week, I'll be back starting a new year with everybody.
Yes, and you...
I already got to wish Erica happy, and everybody else there, please tell them Happy New Year for me, too. I don't know what everyone else is doing. Tomorrow we're going to hang out with family and play some games and just, reminisce about all the good times we've had all year long.
Well, when you get back, we'll all get together and talk about Christmas and New Year's and all that good stuff. And I'm sworn to secrecy. I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm doing for New Year's until after the event. But we miss having you here today. But enjoy the family. Have a safe trip home. Happy New Year's. And when you come back, let's get together and do whatever we do.
Well, everybody check out the... There's lots of things all over the place. La Cocinera, Castaways, Mars is all over the place. So everyone be safe, have a good time, and I'll see you next Friday.
Okay, honey. Thanks.
Okay. Take care. Bye.
Bye. And we have a Richard on hold, Eric? Okay.
Yes, we do. He's on right now.
All right.
Hello.
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 Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Good. What's up?
Well, I was sitting here watching the show, and I thought, well, I'm on the other computer looking at trains to order on the Internet because all the after-Christmas sales are on right now.
Uh-huh.
So I thought I'd call in and wish everybody a Happy New Year, but also give out a little quick information on the little secrets that I found out about where to get trains.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the hobby. And I'm in the HO gauge, but people recognize Lionel and other things. And just real quick, it's very hard to find a hobby shop in the Inland Empire that sells trains that has any kind of a selection. You've got to go to L.A. or Pasadena or Orange County.
Uh-huh.
And so what I do is I spend years on the Internet finding all the good sites. So if anybody really wants to look for some trains that are now really on sale in the new year here, because that's when everybody starts to have these sales. But one of the companies that has wonderful stuff is Broadway Limited. It's BLI. It's Broadway Limited Imports. And that's on the net. There's also Walthers, WALTHERS. Very big company, all kinds of stuff. HO gauge, N gauge, every gauge you want. And then there's people in New York City, in Brooklyn and Long Island, Train World, Trainland. They have very good prices, too.
Now, when you were talking about the one in Brooklyn, isn't that the one of the guys that used to play in The Sopranos? He used to go there and buy all of his trains,
didn't he?
When you go
on their site, the big guy, when you go on their site, his picture is there standing in the store because he's into the hobby.
Yeah.
And he goes to the one on McDonald Avenue. And so, yes, his picture's on the site. It's really wild. But that's Train World Trainland on the Internet. Then there's another company that I'm just working with right now because they have good prices. It's Train Sets Only.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to look for the original site because somebody's trying to copy them. But Train Sets Only. nice people. They're back east. You'll find a lot of good prices and things there. Then there's factory direct trains. They sell a lot of stuff from some of the other manufacturers, and they've got a pretty good site. And then there's MTH. It's called Mike's Train House, MTH. And this is higher-end HO stuff with sound and computer controls and what have you. In fact, a lot of all these sites have stuff like that, plus the simpler things, too, for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want big trains like number 1 gauge, Lionel, O gauge, it's USA Trains. They're out of Massachusetts. It's USA Trains. They sell the big stuff. You'd see that down in Pomona at the fairground, that little train thing they got there. They have the number 1 gauge running there when you go down there to the any kind of an event.
Well, you know, I'm looking at the clock. I'm glad that you called in and told us about these trains. I just had a crazy idea. I'm going to get hold of Rhonda from Restless Design, and her and I, we have been redoing this whole website thing again, and I think it's a good idea that we put all this information on that website.
Well, yes, I'll be putting it all together so we have all the emails, addresses, what they carry, and what have you, and add a few more, and we'll have it all on there.
There you go. And thank you so much, Rich, for calling in, and have a happy New Year. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and I will be seeing you on this weekend, and I am just about ready to close up the show here. And
I'll get out of your way then.
Okay, and I'll talk to you real soon, okay?
Bye-bye.
Bye. And I want to thank all of our listeners from the bottom of my heart for tuning in week after week after week and having all the fun that we had through this whole year. I want to thank Eric and Joey and Brett because we worked with them 3 characters through this whole year. Thank you for everything that you have done. And the rest of the crew here that we've been working with. And Bob is there, Robert, and he's coming up right after I leave the area here, we could call it, and he is going to be doing his show. We had a lot of fun with everybody this year, and again, thank you. And thank you to Starbucks. Again, I love that place. They are terrific. Thank you again. And real quick, I want to mention to you all, if you are deciding to redo your house for the new year, next week, definitely tune in because I have a lot of good ideas for you, good places to shop for the best price ever. But the biggest thing what you do is have fun with it. Don't overstress it. It's only a gallon of paint and it's only a couple of yards of fabric. You can switch it and do it. But actually take your time. Rethink how you want to do that house. And also, if you are going to redo your kitchen, which I'm in the process of doing, you can, you know how expensive them appliances can be. They're totally outrageous. Well, if you were going to go and purchase new appliances, now's the time to do it. Because, unfortunately, in the beginning of the new year, guess what? Like everything else, the price is going up. So go, right now, get them appliances and be happy with it. And what I have been doing is one room at a time, step by step by step. It's a long process, but it's more calming and it's more fun to do. And you don't have to worry about anything. And the couple other places I want to mention to you for your appliances, Kitchen Concepts and San Bernardino. All of my stuff came from them. They got my stamp of approval. Also, Joanne's Fabrics for that material. Stamp of approval on them. How about Peak Inside over here in Redlands on State Street for that one-of-a-kind item? You should see the chandeliers. You're going to go dingy-dongy over this place. And also Antiques, etc. up in Upland on 2nd Avenue. That's another cool place. And one is Ramstein's Red Barn in Beaumont, and they have one-of-a-kind items, terrific places. So whatever you do, have a good and happy and safe New Year's Eve. If you get a little tipsy, remember, have somebody call a cab. Charlie Brown is going to be dancing us out of this studio, my favorite song. It had to be played again. So again, thanks for this year. Happy New Year's. See you next week. Same time, same station, New Year. And have some fun, guys. Bye.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM. The station that